Assumption.
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 That my time. That my crew, that my clique. That my fam, that my sis. That my gang, that my rip.
What's up, Flipsider fam? I hope everybody's doing good today. I know that my Melisandra channel is a little bit different, and I want to talk about some things about my channel. I know that my content is different on this channel, and I want to let you guys know that I am going to be addressing some for the older subscribers and for my new to come subscribers, because I'm doing different content, which means I'm going to be pulling different types of people in here. So, and that's exactly what I want, because I am making this channel back to my own. This is where the channel started, as Melisandra Lopez, and little by little I changed it up because I wanted to change, and I wanted to introduce my family. Now that everybody knows my family, it's time to get back to me. And so that's why I made that new MelFam's channel. So if you guys want to see the family, kid-friendly vlogs and things like that, then you're gonna want to head over to the MelFam's channel, because this channel now is going to be all about me, all about what I want to talk about. Of course, there's gonna be times where my husband, my mother, my kids jump in, but if it has anything to do with me and what I am doing on my own, this is where you're going to find it. You are going to find me having opinions, making statements, and talking about what I like, what I go through. So I just kind of wanted to introduce this channel, reintroduce this channel to you guys. Now, with that being said, I also want to address some things. Now, actually, let's just get to the point, okay? And this is not to any of my loyal subscribers who love me, who know me from day one, who appreciate me. This is to the people who think that they know me.
Think that they know me.
We're gonna just label this the assumption tag, I guess. And we're gonna go over assumptions about your girl Melisandra. Okay, I did not want to make this video, but seeing how people just
don't get it.
You'll also see on my channel that I received government assistance, and I have. That is the truth. Lately, your girl has been doing really good. Shout out to me, shout out to my crew, shout out to my family, shout out to my husband, and everybody else who contributes to the positivity in our world, okay? You will notice that I have not spoken of getting food stamps or government assistance in a very long time, and that is because things are looking up. And when I did speak on government assistance, I spoke on it because we were going through the government shutdown. And at that point, my husband was still working at the other job. That assumption number one. He did not lose his job. He got offered a position at a smaller company who is a family-based owned company who takes care of him very well. And the assumption was that he got fired from AutoZone. No, he is still in good standing with AutoZone. He can go back there if he wished to. They did not want to lose him. But when things get better, you have to move forward, right? Right. So that's what he did. And since then, things been better. things been better with my YouTube, and we still are on Section 8. Yes, I will be on Section 8, and anybody who is on Section 8, it goes by your income. So, you know, if in any case you get into a bind where something happens and Kilo needs to get laid off, Section 8 will then go back into effect. You wait so long to get on Section 8. You don't just leave it because you're doing good at the time, because you can fall back down and you don't know when that's going to happen. So Section 8 will pay as little as $1, and guess what? You take that $1 because that still qualifies you under emergency if you need it. So yeah, I'm on Section 8. I definitely am. My son Tony. First of all, let's go to where I find these assumptions. How about that? Now, the people who make these assumptions, they are the most loyal haters you will ever find. They will watch every single video, make assumptions, talk about you day in and day out. Every time you post a video or a live, they are the first ones on there. Why? Because they secretly love you. Just saying. I have to put my lashes on, by the way, guys. I got the Salon Perfect clusters, and this is what they look like. They're 615s. I had to cut them because I know they're going to be too long on my eyes, but I'll do that in a second. Oh, here's another assumption. I opened my YouTube back in 2012 just to strictly watch YouTube, because you had to make an account in order to comment. So that's when I posted my first video of me and Angie, and that was a video, Sneaky Kiss for Lipstick. If you go and look back, it got a lot of views. But I did not start my YouTube until 2000, I'm gonna say 17, the end of 2016, 17. So I've been going hard for the last year. I'm gonna say going hard, uploading every day, because I got monetized. So that's my way of income. That is my income. So I take it serious. So I upload every day for you guys, and I give my realist self. That's another assumption. If it wasn't for one of the major thread holders calling me there, so that's how I knew I had a thread. They told me. They're like, hey, Melisandra, you have a thread on the assumptions for because that's all it is, guys. It's all assumptions, this forum. Most of you might know what I'm talking about. Some of you might not. They have no solid proof of anything. They could just shoot out lies, and the rest of the 10 people on the forum or whatever thread you're on will join in. Most of the time they are not going to have your back, because that is not what the forum is for. So anyway, we're going to go to page 200. Next assumption. I pinch pennies because I'm a broke ass bitch. I pinch pennies because why not save a coin? Assumption, I don't know, 5. I do drugs. That's a lie. Where do you have that I do meth? Where did you get that assumption? My skin? Because I have bad skin, you think I did drugs? Okay. I'm sorry, guys, to tell you, but any one of us women who have bad skin out here, just know that they're assuming that you're a drug addict. Assumption.
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 Whoa, 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 whoa. And I give a huge shout out to anybody who was addicted and got sober and is on the right track. We all know I don't judge on that. I don't judge on what you look like. I judge you by your character. People are assuming that we are faking happy. I am sorry, clarification, that you are not happy and maybe you don't know what a happy family looks like, but we are not pretending. You guys have seen us on our bad days. You have seen us on our good days. What you see is what you get. We are a very tight family and we enjoy being together. Assumption. My son is embarrassed. He is acting like that because his mom and dad can't have a day with them without trying to film. They're talking about Laylo. Do you see how many times Laylo jumps his big old head in the camera to say what's up and to play with his hair? Now, if he did not like to be filmed, why would he do that? You think I tell him, Laylo, jump in the camera and make a funny face and say, hey, what's up, guys? Hey. You think I tell him to do that? No. Assumption. That I smoke around my children. I do not smoke in my house. And my neighbors, you can smell their smoke through my walls. They smoke in their house. So if you think my landlord cares, he definitely doesn't. Have you seen my yard? Thank you. No, my house did not smell of smoke or wet dog. Got you there. By the way, the landlord will have to clean the walls before repainting this. That's why most don't allow smoking in the house. That's not on my lease. He didn't tell me not to smoke in the house. Matter of fact, I don't even know. Maybe he's a smoker. I don't really know. But in that case, the neighbors wouldn't be smoking in their house. They've been there for like 8 years. And as far as walls go, did you see my house when I moved in? We painted all the walls. You're not really paying attention, are you? Assumption. My son, Tony, is trying to come out with music. Clarification, he's been making music since he was about 12 years old. He has a SoundCloud, which you can go listen to his music. I do not judge my child. Matter of fact, do I support my son? Yes. Tony has been on social media selling his music for about 4 years now. I am very proud of my son for making his music, because that is the way he vents. So if you have a problem with that, you shouldn't have went and stalked him or went on his SoundCloud. Nosy ass bitch. Assumption. Assumption.
Assumption.
Assumption.
Assumption.
Melisandre is banned from the assumption thread. False. I choose to not address you. I think you got enough information out of me. I choose to do it right here, where all of my real supporters can let you know how it really is. Now, I have been gathering all of this information just little by little to make a nice video for you. I really feel bad for these people. I really do. Half of the stuff on there is just like, who has the time to go? I mean, and I am not the only thread that these people are commenting on. They jump from thread to thread to thread, talking junk about so many people. I mean, if that's your thrive for life to do that, hey, that's on you. But, you know, as far as me, I'm just out here living my life. Oh, okay. So, assumption. Their assumption is I do not have anxiety. If I had anxiety, I wouldn't be on YouTube. That's funny, because there are pages and pages and people and channels that show their anxiety. There's people out there that show all of their disorders. And I am choosing to share with you guys, not because I want sympathy, just to know. I'm choosing to share with you, my people, to show you how far I have come. Now, the assumption is I never went to therapy and I never had a psychiatrist. False. I'm gonna let you know. When I was diagnosed, when I was 25 years old, with severe panic, OCD, and anxiety disorder, I went to a therapist. Actually went to a group therapy, and I did that, I think, like 3 times a week for about 3 months. And then it went down to 1 time a week for about 3 months. And then I had to go see my therapist once a month to make sure that I was good. And then I went every 3 months. I also spoke to a therapist, which didn't really help me because my father had passed away, and she wanted me to dig into the past, which really didn't help my future. So I decided that I did not want to see a therapist, and I was not made to, because I was stable enough to live my life without disability, Social Security, and without being in a group, because I came a long way, and my therapist was very proud of me. And in turn, I was very proud of myself. Eventually, she left the office. I no longer had a connection with the person that I was speaking to for years. I asked her, do you think I still need to come? And she said, well, you've been on the same dose. You don't like taking pills. If you are good, then you don't need to come here anymore. Your primary can give you your Paxil. Assumption. When I say I'm on the lowest dose, it's not the lowest dose of Paxil, regular Paxil. It's the lowest dose of Paxil CR, which is, actually, it's 12.5. I'm not on 12.5. I'm on 25. I tried 12.5. It was too low. I still had anxiety. So for the past 10 years of my life, I have been on Paxil. We're clarifying here. 25 milligrams of constant release. Do I take anything else? No, I do not. I choose not to. And that is my choice. Now that I got that out. So when I say I have anxiety, it doesn't mean I'm having an anxiety attack. It means I'm having anxiety. And I have gotten to the point where I am able to control my anxiety to where it does not put me into a anxiety attack or a panic attack. These people must not really know about anxiety. Or they just assume that I should be as bad as they are. Sorry. Sorry. So when I talk about it, it's because I feel good that I have come so far. And when I talk about it to anyone else, I want them to know that you can come far too, and to not be afraid of yourself. Now that we got that under control and clarified. So here's a post. Glad I found this thread. I am so disgusted by this woman. She is so trashy, dirty, and ignorant. Her house is filthy. Her cooking is so disgusting. She lacks personal hygiene. which I believe is why her skin is so messy and broken out. Those trashy fake nails, over-processed dead hair, and roots for days that she does nothing with. She speaks ghetto. Nothing, something. I talk like that, guys? I say nothing or something. Okay. I might say nothing. You ain't saying nothing. You want to tell me something? Here we go. Now I said it for you. Roots for days, and her son Tony was high as a kite the other day in her vlog. What mess that family is. Guess what? My son was not high. My son has anxiety, and my son has ADHD, which sometimes makes him really hyper. There's a lot of people that don't feel comfortable on camera, although he still comes on camera, but for some reason he talks like this when he comes on camera. I don't know, maybe it's his like character. I freaking know. I don't freaking know. But he wasn't high, okay? He does that. He's done that. Like when he gets shy, he does that. He starts talking like this and stuff. He wasn't high. I know my son. You think I would put him on camera if he was high? I've never seen my son high. Wasn't. My skin is horrible because I have a lot of food allergies. Also probably because I smoke, and probably because I don't drink enough water. And I just found out that I wasn't cleansing with the right type of skincare. So just for you, it's not bad skin from using drugs. It's not. Oh, let's go here. They seem to assume that I cannot work because of my anxiety. Who said that? Who said I could not work a job because of my anxiety? Comment below, because it didn't come out of my mouth. I said I do not work in a salon because of my anxiety. That is not a job. I have worked many jobs. Matter of fact, I'm working a job right now. And before YouTube, I worked jobs. I have worked since I was 14, 15 years old, starting with a summer job. When I was 17, I had 3 jobs. When I had Tony, I had 2 jobs. After I had Tony and I had Laylo, I had a job. I used to clean houses. I worked at Rite Aid. I have a lot of jobs. Did I stay at them? No, I did not. I didn't. But this job I did. So I'm proud of myself. I took care of the elderly too, by the way. Oh, here we go. I can tell she's faking her anxiety. She doesn't see a therapist. And she even admitted she got a small dose from her primary doctor from years ago. So there was no real diagnosis. There was definitely a diagnosis. And I have receipts on that. But do I need to show you them? No. Thank you. Why would I have to prove to you that I have anxiety? I do not come here on a daily trying to... I get very bad anxiety when I have my PMS. And I'm assuming it's hormonal, obviously. No, I'm not. Before you start assuming, I'm not going through menopause. We already clarified that when I went to the doctor. If you don't believe me, you can go back and check the vlog. Anyway, I started getting medication from my primary just maybe a year and a half ago. So for all those years, 8 years, I was going to a behavioral health clinic, which is not the best place to go when you have anxiety and have to see people with other issues. Yes, it will trigger your motherfucking anxiety like no other, okay? So did I want to go there? No. Did I have to go there? Yes. And I felt for those people. There was a lot of people who have to go there, and they do. And I did for many years. Taxpayers are out paying her bills. I pay bills. I pay taxes just like you. I pay my share into government assistance. I pay my share into the town taxes. I have to pay car taxes. I have to pay taxes for Social Security. I have to pay whatever taxes you pay, I pay. Oh, another assumption. I have to still be on food stamps because I'm still on Section 8. That is wrong. Look up under Connecticut government assistance and ask that question. And you'll have your receipt right there. Just because you qualify for Section 8 does not mean you qualify for food stamps or medical. But you can still get Section 8. Thank you. I have receipts on that, by the way, because I was looking through everything. But I don't need to show you receipts. If you want to know, go look it up for yourself. I'm not doing your extra dirty work for you just so you could feel stupid. By the way, shout out to Niecy World for handling you guys so very well. But Niecy babe, you will never convince them. You will never convince them. They will take the truth and they will make another lie out of it. Not everyone is going to like you. And that is so freaking fine. Because if everybody liked me, it would just be a boring life for me, wouldn't it? Because we need those haters to thrive. And that's what they do. Day in and day out, they make their assumptions. So, and most likely you will not, if you go on this thread, don't try to go there protecting your person. Guys, do not try to go there protecting your person, because they will attack you. Yep. If you want to state your stuff, I'm learning, do not state it to them. State it to the people who love you. So, guys, that is the assumption tag that we went over. These lashes are so... I wonder if I can wear my glasses with these lashes. Look. Oh, they're so big. I should have put some eyeliner on, but I didn't. Let's make them eyes pop. My beauty table is a mess, too. By the way, though, I do clean every day. Unfortunately, life messes my house up again. That was another assumption, that I don't clean. But I have speed cleaning videos. See, that's what gets me. She has speed cleaning videos, but she doesn't clean. If my house was clean, how can I clean it with speed videos? What would be the purpose of having a speed cleaning video if you have no mess to clean? Except my mess is real mess. I'm not fabricating and making a mess just to do a clean, speed clean video. Oh, there's an assumption that I don't let my daughter join any sports. Honey, boo-boo. Angie has been in gymnastics. She has been on in her other school, she did the running marathon. My daughter goes to the park with her friends. My husband takes her to the park. I take her to the park. I invite her friends to come over. Why wouldn't I want her to go in the pool? Why wouldn't I want her friends to come over and hang out? I'm sorry if some people want to get rid of their kids, but I don't. The assumption that I think I am too good to put my kids into daycare. No. Actually, when my kids qualified to go into Care for Kids Head Start program, they were 3 years old. They went. At that point, I went to college. Okay? When Angie was in Care for Kids, I was working at a home health care, where I would go and clean and take care of the elderly. That was when Angie was 3. And until she got out, I've always worked. Actually, my friend Claudia, she was one of the main heads at this place. She no longer works there anymore because she found a better job. But she was one of my bosses. Claudia, you know, the one that lives next to her? Yeah, her. So, and my people loved me. And I loved those people. I loved working for the elderly, but it took a toll on me, because when I care about somebody, I care so much, and watching the people just dwindle away, I couldn't do it. They were so attached to me, I couldn't do it. So I had to let that go. And I had just found out that I had high blood pressure, and I was trying to take care of that. I was not feeling good at all. This was maybe 2 years ago. And then from there, I worked online for the Sykes for a little bit. And then I started getting paid from YouTube. It's going to be a year. It's going to be a year. So this whole entire year I've been getting paid from YouTube. So I'm working. I'm bringing in an income. I'm helping my family. And yes, just FYI, anything you make from YouTube, you have to pay taxes on at the end of the year. And yes, my Section 8 knows about my YouTube. She actually is a subscriber of mine. So yeah, you ain't gonna see your girl doing any kind of fraudulent activity. Oh, and by the way, they think I'm scummy for going to free lunch, for taking my daughter to free lunch, when my daughter loved going there, loved it. It wasn't about it being free. It was about taking my daughter to play with other kids, where they were all at. And guess what? For my whole entire town, I'm sorry, I feel so bad for you guys, for you assumption birds. For my whole town, I'm assuming because we pay so much taxes in my town, well, there is no longer free lunch, reduced lunch, anything. Guess what? If you live in my town, whether you have buku money, you own a mansion, guess what? Your kid's gonna get free lunch. So are these people with money taking advantage of the government because my town offered town-wide free lunch at school and breakfast? Breakfast and lunch are free now. And Auntie told me that it is so good. They stepped up their game. So not only did they get some kind of extra money, they also stepped up their game and made the food actually enjoyable. So anyway, that is about it. I think I touched base on everything. I'm not about to go way back, but I kind of just wanted to address some things, because these people think, should I wear the white one? I should wear the white one, huh? The white hat? I think I'm gonna wear the white one, even though it might get on my I might get makeup on it. I hate that. Let me wipe it off on my head. Yes, honey. Yes. I forgot what I was saying. But shout out to everybody who is in this sector and who have had the assumption thread talk about them, because just say to yourself, okay, and I'm talking about maybe people who have 10,000 subscribers and less. Honey, if you take time and go check out the bigger YouTubers, the things that are said about them will make you feel like your thread is nothing. So that's what I had to do too. And I had to go read the rules of the forum to really understand where these people are coming from. And at that point I decided, you know what? And guys, I used to go on there and just, you know, spit the truth, right? I'm like, okay, you're going to make all these assumptions. I'm going to state the facts right here, right for you. So if any of my people come here to try to check on this, or if anybody comes here to try to check on this, they're going to see the facts are stated right here. And I ain't afraid. I ain't afraid of going on that forum. I was not afraid. But I just started realizing, you know what? Why am I trying to prove myself to people that are there for that purpose only? Because if you read the rules, you will see they are only there for that reason. Like, it's their way of entertainment. Like, we watch family vloggers or whatever we watch, that's what they watch and that's what they love. I don't know. It's not constructive criticism when you're assuming things like that. Whatever. I need to wipe off my glasses. Here we go. What was I saying? Oh yeah, shout out to all the people who have made it. I know there's people like, I have seen any person you could look up, they're there. Unless they're not really anything to talk about them, which is a good thing. But if you made it to Lipstick Alley or something to talk about, I'm not saying it's going to be good. It's not. But as long as people have opinions of you, you're worth talking about, good or bad. Because when people have negative opinions on you, you have a chance to prove them. To prove what's the truth or whatever. Like right here. I am about to get paid for this video on the behalf of Lipstick Alley. Thanks, guys. And they assumed that I get content from them. I usually don't. But today I did. Okay, gotta go. My battery's dying. Until the next video, I will catch you on the flip side. Doom, doom, doom.
Outfit of the day. Outfit of the day. This is O. Natural. And it's O. Mine. And it's O. Natural. And if you don't like it, unsubscribe. Bam. Okay, now I'm done. The hat fits me good. $3, Walmart. $2, Walmart. $3, the thrift store. Yeah. What are they? These are Hollister, by the way. Hollister from the thrift store. Don't hate, appreciate.